Hi guys, and welcome to the Al Nassr versus Al Zawraa stream on the channel today. And we are going to be watching, of course, an AFC Champions League 2 fixture this is. Al Nassr on the back of basically unstoppable form. Hope everyone's doing well, and let's get right onto this. And it's going to be with my brother today as well, which is great. So yeah, it's me. Dynamites is here as well. Okay, you're holding the badge up. That's absolutely W's. Welcome Grim, welcome Kelvin, welcome Dill, and say it Dill, and then welcome Sherry. Of course, you're on here earlier today. Hope you guys are all doing good. But yeah, Al Nassr should be wiping the sheet here today with the final win before the next international break. Of course, we are going to be covering some international break games. Actually, a lot of good games on tonight as well, because we have Barcelona versus PSG, which we'll be also covering a little bit later on. So here is the lineups for Al Nassr against Zawraa. So for Nassr, we have Bento as the goalkeeper. We have Nawaf Bouchal as the right back. Al Amri and Inigo Martinez as the centre backs. And Sultan as the left back. For the midfield, we have Brozovic and Ayman. And then we have Kingsley Coman and Mane on the wing sides, with Angelo and Yao Felix as the forwards. Interesting, Wesley's not actually playing this game. I think he's on the bench. And you're Kevin, by the way. I mean, I'll say Kevin from now on, just so I don't get confused there. Okay, W's. Dynamites, do you want to read the lineup for Al Zawraa here?
So in goal, the captain is Hassan. In right back, we have Ismail. In centre back, we have the partnership between Jabba and Hashim. In left back, we have Nasib. And in front of him in left mid is Al Rashdan. And in right mid on the opposite side is Abdul Karim. The two midfielders for them are Falah and Hatem, and the double striker formation for them is Al Humaydan and Ibrahim.
Okay, W's. Based on Al Zawraa's form, if we take a quick look here at their form, it shows that they are actually currently 16th on their table with only 2 draws in their last 2 matches. They've only played 2 in the Iraq League. It's just started up. But yeah, we can expect maybe to have a little bit of a a bit more fire and edge compared to them. Our players are slightly better. And then also the fact is that we have, better form. We haven't lost a game this season so far based on, league, AFC, all that sort of good stuff. So yeah, I'm actually going to grab this as well. I've never grabbed it on the stream before, this thing. It's Al Nassr badge. Just going to put it over the side here because why not?
And you know what? I'm going to actually say my predicted scoreline. So based on the lineup, I am going to say it's going to be 7-0.
Okay, and also the kickoff has just occurred here. Guys, drop your score predictions in the chat for this one. And taking the kickoff was Nassr, so it's going to be our ball going into this. And it's going to be now in the defense here with Nawaf Bouchal, just playing it over to Brozovic, and now over to Martinez. One thing I did notice, right, whenever we play, especially with Inigo Martinez, is he's so good with offside traps. We saw it with him in Barcelona. Oh, they've actually got, yeah, there's an offside there. But he is definitely developing the offside trap inside of our team. I think he's a very good signing, better than, when we were going to try and buy Hanko in this transfer window. I think we actually got a better defender. I mean, he just drops them back. He always makes so many offsides. And yeah, I feel like he is such a solid defender to have. Because he really just completely counters those fast breaks that we were so, we were getting so many goals conceded by fast breaks in the previous 2 seasons. It was actually insane. I feel like that's always been a weakness of ours as well. And you think 4-1 win easy? I mean, yeah, fair enough. I do think this is actually going to be a 5-0-er. Hopefully we don't concede, because we haven't actually conceded a goal yet. We've conceded 1 goal against, it was Khalud, right? We conceded in the 2-1 win. But yeah, we haven't conceded in the AFC or the King's Cup. So let's keep it like that. Let's keep the clean sheets going on. And Sherry, you say 7-1. I mean, fair enough as well. It's a fair score. Smash like for Germany being demolished. Demolishing Brazil, should I say. Not being demolished. Brozovic. That's never happened in history, has it? Inigo Martinez giving a drop kick over towards Angelo. It's going to be cleaned up, and it's now going to be in the defense again with Brozovic. Now to Bento. I do think Bento's definitely been performing lately, while Nawaf Al-Akidi, of course, is injured. I definitely think that he's a good goalkeeper when he is on form, especially as a shot stopper. He's a very good shot stopper. But I just think that, Nawaf Al-Akidi has better goalkeeper positioning. I always feel like that he's got one chance. There is a good chance here for Zawraa, and nice defense there from Martinez. It looks like that the ball might have been offside again for Zawraa. I'm not too sure what the referee calls here. Maybe a corner, but that was good defense from Nassr. I do think it's going to be a win nonetheless, regardless of all this early drama from the other team. I do think that this is just the growing pains into the match and nothing else. And Ronaldo going to score 2 goals and get a fire header of this match. Ronaldo's actually not even in the country. He's in Riyadh currently. He's packing up to go to Portugal. So yeah, I don't know if he gets a suitcase edition edit, that would be great. Brozovic just passing the ball to Bento for a quick clean-up there. It was a nice little shoulder down. And Barca probably would win against PSG, you think? Yeah, because PSG, weak team going into this match. They're missing Dembele, Doué. I think they're missing some others. Like, a lot of key players are missing from that match. So I do think Barca actually do get the win here. Maybe a 2-1. I don't think it's going to be a demolition, per se. And am I holding my brother hostage? I am not holding my brother hostage. No, Kelvin, I am not. And hi, Random Returner. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing good. You can speak. You can speak.
Hey, now with the ball is Brozovic.
Okay, let's not let you speak.
Okay, no, I'm good now. Okay, Angelo. Long ball over to Nawaf Bouchal with a brilliant through ball.
To Mane. And it's going to be intercepted nice and easy there by Jabbar. Just let me do you can be like Stuart from FC. Because
You're a Stuart.
Just do the analysis work.
Stuart Ray.
Okay. Abdul Karim. Now passing over now to Al Humaidan. And he's going to do a deep through ball there, trying to hold up the ball. Brozovic gone for a tackle. El Amri gone for as well. Bento catches and distributes it quickly over to Bouchal. I think that wasn't really a catch, more of a parry away. And it's going to be a foul there on... Is that Yao Felix on the ground, right? I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yao Felix on the floor.
He's a tough cookie. He'll get up.
Okay, don't say that again. Sidekick Dynamites, exactly. Dynamites is the sidekick here. Smash like if Dynamites is the sidekick.
Dino's actually my sidekick, so yeah.
Okay, lock in. Yeah, that's definitely a foul on Yao Felix. I do think Yao scores this game. Who do you think's going to score this game for the form?
Yao Felix 2 goals.
Okay. Do we have... Is Wesley actually on the bench?
Coleman also 2 goals. Mane 1. Inigo 1. And I'm going to say Brozovic 1. That's my 7-0.
I'm surprised as well that Garib didn't start. I would have thought he would have started this match. I don't know why he didn't. Maybe instead of Angelo or Ayman. But yeah, that's interesting that they didn't play him because, to be honest, I was really happy with his form in the previous games when he was playing as a starter. He's just so phenomenal, Garib. And yeah, I guess it's their decision. Also, Simikin not starting. I guess he's going to be just on the bench in case of anything. If anything goes sideways there. Wesley is actually not even on the bench, so he's staying back with Ronaldo, I guess. Any other players we're missing that we usually have? I don't think so. I guess maybe Kai Bari's in the substitution bench there as well. And for new people in stream, sub to Dino. Exactly as Random says there. Make sure smash sub, smash like, yeah. And wow, with the whole Al Nassr setup, you're for sure an Al Hilal fan. Yeah, exactly. Also, I'm not wearing the scarf today.
Yeah, definitely an Al Hilal fan. Definitely.
And this is now going to be Fala giving a deep run ball over to, I think that's Hatem doing a nice overlap from right back. Good defense from Bouchal. Got to say, lately, Bouchal's defensive work has definitely improved. Why is it just... Did he change the back of his shirt name?
On the back of his shirt, it says N. Mishari.
Okay. I mean, yeah, fair enough. Bouchal's changed the back of his shirt name, so... Okay, I'm still calling you Nawaf Bouchal, so... yeah, it's kind of weird to say something different now that I've been saying it for, 4 years?
Now it's Mishari with the ball.
No, it's a corner. It's a corner for Zawraa.
No, I'm just saying like an example, you know what I mean?
Deep cross, and it's cleared away. It's going to be a goal kick for Bento. And it's 1:22 a.m. for you. What time is it for us? It is currently 9:23 p.m. Yeah. Unfortunately, this match does overlap with the Champions League matches, basically. So, yeah, we're going to have to transfer over to that stream at halftime. Again, it's a little bit unfortunate why that's the case, why Nassr chooses to pick their matches so late at night when the Champions League's on, but I guess, you know, it's their decision. There's a little bit of a headed ball away by Sultan, and it's cleared down the field here, and it looks like that the ball's going to bounce out. It's going to be a throw-in now for Nassr, though I do assume that was offside, actually, in the end.
Yeah, it's offside.
That score sheet is a tumbleweed. Yeah, at the moment, you know, we completely empty up on that side, aren't we? We're going to see a score very soon. I have a feeling that we're going to get a goal on pretty early. Before, when do you think that we'll get a goal? Before which minute?
12th.
12th minute?
I think
okay.
by 12th we'll get a goal.
I was going a little bit more hopeful. I was saying by the 10th minute we score, but, you know, maybe that's too hopeful from me. And Dino, don't worry this time. You're all the floor. Okay, that's even better. Thank you, Kelvin, for being the floor. Brilliant. You're the best. Yeah. This is going to be now a throw-in for Zawraa. Just lost by, I think that was Ayman or Bashal. One of them just kicked the ball straight out. No Ronaldo, no 7-1. I mean, we don't really want to concede a goal, Sherry. So, I mean, you know, maybe it's for the best. I'm joking, by the way. You think 2-0 or 3-0? I think maybe if Yao and Koeman do lock in, it'll be, you know, a couple, maybe 4 goals at minimum. And, yeah, it's going to be a goal kick now for Bento. Just absolutely misfired by Al-Humaidan. And here we go. Bento, what are you going to distribute to? They're actually wearing the away kit today, surprisingly. They usually don't go for the away kit here. That's why I was, you know, putting on the third kit, because I really did think that was going to be the case. But, yeah, I mean, thank you, Al Nassr, for always picking the exact opposite kit that I wear. I'm going to change up the colours on the scoreboard just to reflect the colours in this match. You can commentate while I do this.
Okay, now it is out for a throw-in here. I see Al Zawraa are playing very harsh this game. I actually think my prediction isn't going to be correct. Sadly. I do want it to be a 7-0. Now here's a throw-in for Al Nassr.
They're, like, aggressively pushing? I don't know. Like, very high up the field. They're actually doing all right. I didn't expect them to be playing, you know, with this sort of intensity. Maybe it's just the fact that they got 2 back-to-back draws. What were their draw scores as well? I'm going to take a look here quickly at their draw scores while Bento just distributes from out the back. So they actually did 0-0 last game, September 27th, against Al-Qama, and then a 1-1 against Al-Talaba. So, yeah, they have only scored 1 goal this season. So hopefully they don't score, you know, most of their goals this season on us. That would be great. And Dino and Dino's little brother, who is the best player of all time. Okay, you go first.
Ronaldo and Zidane.
Okay, and for me, Cristiano, of course. And your brother looks cool. Okay, I think
Thanks.
you mean... no, I think random means me. Like, he was talking to you, meaning me.
No, all of their perspectives are talking to you. You do know that, right?
Okay, fair. And even though we won yesterday, we didn't really face a tough opponent. Yeah, I know. I'm assuming you mean, like, the Madrid match, Sherry, or do you mean the Etihad match? Because for Etihad, they were lost in that Nassr game, by the way. When we reversed them, they were lost completely. They didn't know what to do. That's why Blanc got sacked, I think. But in terms of Madrid, yeah, that was I would say what do you call it? A win, unconfident win. Yeah, unconfident win. That's what you would call it. It just didn't feel like that the win was fully reckoned with, the fact that we only scored 1 goal, a penalty before halftime, you know. But yeah, wrong, it's Anthony. Fair enough. Anthony's the best ever. You know, I gotta say he's up there in the top 2. This is gonna be thrown now for Zawraa.
What? Did they even get intercepted by Al Nassr?
No, I think basically what happened there is that we just kicked the ball straight out. And it's now their
I thought that was
throw.
them.
No. He was passing back to let his teammate take the throw in, because the ball had already gone out. It's going to be, I think this is Nassib taking the throw. Here we go. Nassib just throws it over to Al-Rashdan. Nassib holding the ball up, just loses it to Bashal. It's now going to be Ayman giving a through ball pass there. Now it's on the run with Koeman. He's bringing it down quick. pretty quickly. I was going to say pretty fast, but yeah, pretty quickly. It's going to be intercepted there. The run ends with Jabba, and it's now over to Ismail. And Ismail passing over and just losing the ball. Good clearance from Sultan back to Bento. Also looks like Bushal's moved over to the left back side. He was playing right back before. He's now in the left back. And this is now going to be with Brozovic. Is Brozovic playing centre back?
No, he's playing CDM. I think he likes to rotate there. He's like a holding midfielder.
And that is an insanely bad cross by Coman. Let's just hope that was deflected. It wasn't. Okay, it was Sultan who did it. One of them did a terrible cross. It completely did not go on target. We'll just have a look at the Angelo pass in again from before. There was actually a handball in the box. That should have been maybe a penalty there.
Is there VAR in this?
No,
tournament?
AFC 2, no VAR. As far as I'm aware, for the group stages, maybe. I know. Maybe in this stadium specifically, they don't have. But that should have really been a VAR check just by the fact that he literally handballed the ball in the box completely there.
Yeah, that's a horrible call by the referee then.
Yeah.
Calling no handball. Come on, bro.
And people hate Mbappe for scoring penalties. I mean, you know, what is he supposed to do? Just kick them over the bar? I don't know what he's supposed to do if he's not meant to score them. The thing is as well, Harry Kane's actually had 4 more penalties than Mbappe this season. So, you know, they can't really be complaining that he's only scoring pens. And Anthony bathed Pele. Anthony and Endrick playing back in the 1920s, you know, when Endrick was known as Bobby Charlton. You have to order burger. Lil bro, haven't eaten outside food in a while. Well, I hope you enjoy the burger, lil bro. Yeah. This is going to be Sultan doing a deep ball over to Coman. Running onto it. Coman's going to cut in. Maybe go for the pass. He's going to play it on instead. Deep cross to Mane. There's a header to clear. And Nassr just passes the ball over to Hassan, who catches that. And a foul is actually given by Mane on the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper jumps up and gets fouled by nothing.
Yeah, I'm not really sure there was a touch there at all by Mane, but
yeah, there was
we'll see again.
First of all, good play by Coman as well. I mean, this guy's ball skills are phenomenal. And then, yeah, don't know what they're doing in the defense there. Nassr, no touch from Mane. That guy's an absolute dive merchant. Yeah, there's nothing there.
Yeah, the ref's not looking good so far. I'm going to say that.
The referee looks like he's having a vacation with his eyes. That's what he looks like. And, by the way, I played Minecraft, didn't I? What do you mean? You mean like
Minecraft
on the...
Monday.
Oh, you mean like the Minecraft Monday? Or do you mean like off outside of that? Bento, now over to Bushal. And Jorge Jesus telling the team to press forward. We do kind of need a goal soon. You know, just get establishment onto this match. When was your prediction again?
7-0. Oh, no, the minute 12.
Yeah, so we've already passed at the 15th. And yeah, the Minecraft Monday was great. It's going to be a weekly series. Every Monday we're going to do that. So yeah, I'll make it a realm as well so other people can join in when I'm not online. It's going to be Angelo giving a cut in, and it just doesn't find Ayman. That was unlucky there. Cleared away. Control a little bit bad from Ibrahim. He's just trying to find some space. He's going to not pass the ball at all. Brozovic is marking him pretty well. Gets the little crossover. Bento runs out and absolutely smashes that out of the park. And Coman trying to control that one. It's going to be back now with Abdul Karim. Before it's going to be lost. Yeah, Felix. See what Felix does. Plays it over now to Coman. Coman running in, playing it forward, trying to find Felix. It's unable to, and it's going to be cleared away by Hashim. And Sultan gives the ball away after intercepting it for 2 seconds. And 1 goal this half should be enough. 2 goals next half, 3-0. I mean, fair. Hopefully we don't concede. That's what I hope.
Ibrahim passes it over to Abdul Karim. Takes a shot from range. That's a bad shot. Yeah. Bento catches it safely.
Also, guys, I don't know if you saw, but if you saw my post on YouTube, I'm going to get that post up just because I want to show it. You guys let me know which one of these teams we should have by next season. I'm going to get this up on the screen here. Just let me quickly find the share screen functionality. Yeah, this is one. Just going to hide that. Okay. Here we go. I think like that, right? Yeah. There we go. Okay, so here's the screen here. Now, which team should we have? Should we have this team? where it's like this. I don't know if I can like zoom in here, where we got Çalhanoğlu, we got Dalot added to the team, or should we get Çalhanoğlu, Guerreiro? Of course, these are rumored transfers / ones that I personally think fit into the team. We are guaranteed getting a foreign DM, but we could get another player as well. We can also have Guerreiro, Dalot as an option there, where we get 2 foreign fullbacks, play Kaibari, North Alakidi, and then maybe Ayman or Garib or someone up the top there to rotate in every so often. And then we also have Bensebaini and Casemiro. I think these are all pretty relatively options where I think that could possibly happen as well. I've not really gone out of the park here and put like Mbappe on the team. By the way, corner for Nassr. And then there's also Ederson, Bastoni. Bastoni was very heavily rumoured towards Nassr, by the way. That was like a strong rumour that occurred. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on those. Which one of those teams that we could possibly get, which of those players. It is on the post tab if you want to add your own post or whatever onto it as well. It's going to be a deep ball. Sent in. Back post head by Inigo Martinez. He is pushed down to the ground. Yeah, Felix controls that up.
Faint cross.
Casemiro would kill this league. I mean, yeah, his pace isn't anything to be impressed by. I do think he would control nicely. The game, the tempo. I think the best options would be Ederson and Bastoni, if I'm going to be honest. Because, a strong left-back defender, he can play central, he can play left, he can play right, he plays forward. He would be good addition to the team. He would be very good addition. And then, of course, Ederson, very controlling DM, as you see in Atalanta when he plays. He is, that central park player. And this is now going to be over to, I think that's Abdul Karim. Now with Al Humaidan. And now back to Hashim. Now over to Hassan. Just waiting for Owen's movie. Owen can only do the movies in the gaming streams now, Sherry. I just made it like an official rule thing. Where, the football streams, we lock into the football. Because some people were complaining, saying it was getting a little bit disruptive. So yeah. Sultan. Sending a long shot. That is going to absolutely miss off target completely. The goalkeeper isn't complaining about that defense there because it was all right. I mean, Sultan is just firing it at free will. They keep showing Nassr on the camera here. I don't know why exactly. And it's going to be a goal kick for Zawraa. Again, surprised that we haven't actually got a good chance in this match so far. I mean, we haven't really had anything, so good.
Yeah, I think we had that one counter-attack, but Koeman was tackled easily. That's going to be offside.
Yeah, it was offside there. I was going to say he kind of bring himself on, but I guess it's played on. Referee did not full call that offside there. It's a deep ball played in. Going to be hard pocketing by Nawaf Bouchal. Back into the midfield here for Al Humaidan. Just playing it over now to Fala. Now back into the defense. It's going to be Nassr. And that is offside. That was very offside. And I like the offside. I mean, Inigo Martinez is so good on the offside traps. Looks so lost without the GOAT. I know he provides a lot of leadership at the front of the field. And that's what you like to see. I mean, definitely we can score without him. We can definitely win the game without him. But, yeah, I mean, it's been happening for the past couple of seasons where you can see the team just doesn't have any sort of leadership on the field. I mean, the closest to that really is Inigo Martinez. But, Mane's not going to be providing leadership in the attack, is he? Or João Felix isn't. They're going to be all contributing, but they're not that sort of player where, they assert their authority and dominance. And that's something about Cristiano, really, that, just if he doesn't score in a game, doesn't mean he hasn't helped. He has definitely contributed. Also, Newcastle won their Champions League game 4-0 to Union Saint-Gilloise. I heard that Nick Voltemade actually scored in that game. So he seems to be loving life in Newcastle. Brozovic commits a foul. Can't believe we got offside trapped by this trash team. I know, I actually can't believe that. I can't believe how effective our offside trap is, to be fair. I mean, we saw it in basically every game this season so far. Inigo Martinez, geez. I saw a post by SPL, they were calling Mr. Offside Trap. That guy is literally just making every team just walk about 10 meters offside with how good he is at it. I mean, it's actually phenomenal, and he is telling the other defenders to play similarly. where they're all in a line. That's something that's been missing. We didn't have that with Laporte. We didn't have it with the Laporte-Simakan duo. We didn't have it with Laporte-Al-Omri duo. So yeah, I feel like that now with, this sort of strong central leading defender, we can have that sort of, passion in the defense where we can really, assert authority and do these sorts of technical stuff. Hansi Flick tactics, yeah, exactly. And that's why he's such a good purchase. We got him for free as well, which I can't believe. I really think that he is such a phenomenal player, to be honest. I mean, I personally, if I can remember when he was playing last season for Barca against Real, he was a pain to play against because he was doing it there as well, and that was in a more complete system, whereas, Hansi's complete tactics where everyone was doing it. Here, he's effectively doing it, while he's working with people that haven't really played that sort of tactic before, He's playing with people that haven't done that sort of tactic, you know what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. And it's going to be now with Coman, just on the right-hand side. Now to, Felix. Deep cross going in. Finds absolutely no one. And Ayman's going to run onto that. I think he can keep this in. He does. It's going to be a throw-in now for Nassr. Good pressure there by Ayman. Of course, guys, if you're enjoying the content, as always, smash like, smash subscribe. Really helps out. And also, we stream every Nassr game watch-along, of course, on the channel. Because we love Nassr. We love victory. The absolute go-to team. Ayman. Angelo. Now over to Felix. Skilled through. That is going to be now cleared away by El Zawraa. And it's now going to be by Al-Amri, who just cleans up. Bento. Now to Inigo Martinez. It was that Brozovic, actually. Sorry, I think Inigo Martinez was too far on the left-hand side. And it's now going to be over into the midfield here. Felix pressuring. Mane also pressuring. And it's going to be Nassr playing it over to Hatem. Now back to Nassr. Hatem, good tackle by Nawaf Bouchal. The ball stays in, and it's going to be with Ayman. He's just going to play back. I actually think...
Was that nutmeg?
I don't know, but I think Ayman thought the ball went out because he kind of stopped moving for a second. Bouchal to Inigo Martinez. Now over to Bouchal. Mane. Bouchal, Mane. As just a reminder, guys, as well, after this stream gets to the 10 p.m. time slot, we will switch over to the Champions League. But we'll still cover this game, along with the PSG versus Barcelona game, and all the other scoreline updates that are necessary there. Just because, unfortunately, Nassr does put their games at the same time as some of the Champions League fixtures. Fede said, we want revenge as soon as possible. I know. And I feel like Fede, he needed a break. That's what he needed. I know he said he wanted revenge, but he needed a break from that match, particularly because he's been playing 90 minutes every time. I feel like saw a similar situation with Ardagula where he overexerts himself and then he drops off in quality. I mean, he's never bad, but he just drops off just a tiny bit where you can see he's off form.
You could see that in the Turkey match against Spain. Actually.
Yeah.
How Ardagula, he wasn't at his best for that match.
Yeah, and the same thing happens with Fede. So hopefully now he's had a, match rest. He's had a week's rest going into the international break. There's a game before that for Real Madrid, actually, against, I think it's Valencia or Villarreal. Whichever one of those it is. We should be playing Fede, and he should be back onto, a little bit of a stroke of good form. First time you've heard Madrid players saying something like that? You mean direct targeting? Yeah, definitely. It's not the first time I've heard it, but definitely, I feel like that it's just because they know the performance was so bad compared to what they've been showing so far this season. It was so off and weird to watch. It was actually strange to watch that gameplay. It was like I was watching Madrid from last year, which doesn't really make sense. It's a whole new. Everyone's different this year. So yeah, definitely. In January, when January comes for the Spanish Cup, when we Atletico actually play here against Real, which I'm going to try and attend live. When that does happen, hopefully we do beat them. And hi Kazuma, welcome to stream. I'm doing good. And hi Abdullah, welcome to stream as well. Hope you're doing good. And there's rumors there is some tension with Fede and Zabi, and that might have also affected his game. And also, why is Ronaldo not playing? So first of all, easy question to answer. Ronaldo is not playing because it's an AFC 2 match, so he's going to Portugal. He's going to do the national team stuff now because, he needs that little bit of break. World Cup year. And he's going to work out tactics with Roberto Martinez, I'm pretty sure. And then the thing about Fede and Zabi, I'm not too sure. I don't really have the most insight on it. All I know is that I feel like if there was tension, I'm sure it'll get resolved soon because Fede's not really the type to really argue with a coach, I feel like. And Xabi Alonso, he's a Madrid legend. I don't think he's going to be, full out trying to cancel some of these guys that have been in the clubs for, 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, and also that Fede's kept as the captain. I don't think, there's tension between a captain and coach for too long.
Yeah, exactly. And also go watch the City match. Yeah, we're going to watch the Champions League at halftime here. We're going to switch over to the Champions League stream. We'll be watching Al Nassr still as long as we can also cover the Champions League matches, which is great. Unfortunately, again, Nassr tries to play their match at the same time. But, we deal with it. It's the world of football.
By the way, also, that dribble by Angelo, he skilled down the entire field there and then passed it off, but Sultan just couldn't cut it back into the box, but that was brilliant by Angelo.
Yeah. It's going to be a corner for Nassr now. It's going to be cleared out by Sultan off one of the players. And Madrid under Carlo would perform better in that match. Yeah, they made Vinny the captain in that match, you think? Yeah, they did. They made him the captain in the Kairat match. There's also going to be a retaken corner here. The referee just recalls something. Might have been a foul on Hijo Martinez by Nassib. And that's something that's funny as well, that Carlo would have performed better. It's because I feel like he performs better in the derbies. I don't know why. Even if he loses, it's not going to be by a huge margin. I just think it's that Zabi growing pains now. That was like a first big team challenge. We haven't really versed a big team. And yeah, Felix going to send it in. Header. It's going to be cleared away. It's going to be Ayman collecting on the outside of the box. Let's see what you said here, Kazuma. He recently blocked a Madrid YouTuber from Twitter for saying that he has not been in the best form for a while. I'm assuming that's Fede, right? Because, that's unlike him. Is that like Fede? I mean, fair enough. Maybe the tensions are getting to him. I don't know. Angelo. And Angelo playing over to Bushal. Now to Ayman. Come on, please a goal before halftime. I'd love to see one. Come on, guys. We can push forward. Angelo just holding up the ball. He's going to play it through to Ayman. That was good play. The pass wasn't the best, but it was good. Good switch up by Ayman, shot by Yao, and it's going to be another corner. Good deflection there by Hashim to defend up Yao Felix there. Yeah, that was good defense. And it was Ramon Alvarez. He made a video on it on his channel. Oh, I see. You were judging Carlo from the El Clasicos. Carlo's tactics, even though bad, won us two CLs. Yeah, I know about Carlo. I'm talking about last year. That's something that always, because if you look at the statistics, I'm not talking about El Clasico. I'm actually talking about the derby statistics that we have only won one since 2021 or something, which is unfortunate in La Liga. That is, I'm pretty sure, not counting the Super Cups and stuff. But yeah, I feel like that Carlo, his tactics were not given enough time going into this season. Personally, I really like Don Carlo. I really do. I know is heavy reliance. That's a bicycle kick by Al Umri. Jeez. Okay. Did not expect that. He just goes off target there. But I think Don Carlo is very unlucky with injuries. That's what he was very unlucky with. Injuries and off-form players. That's all I can say. And hi, you gang. Welcome to stream. Hope you're doing good. And, yes, which is... Okay, I didn't get to read that one. By Yukazuma. Yeah, Fede blocked him. That's actually insane. Didn't expect that. Fans need to stop blaming Carlo. 6 out of 8 of our main defenders were injured. Exactly, I know. It's like with Louis Castro. I don't know if you guys were watching Al Nassr back then with Louis Castro. But yeah, it was the same situation where everyone was injured. how are you supposed to play a league when your first, second, and third goalkeepers are all injured? You're playing a reserve goalkeeper that's not played in like 4 years. You've got injured centre-backs. You've got injured starting midfielders, you know. Same thing happened with Carly, you know. So many injuries affected the team that it was actually too hard, really, to actually play a full XI that you could be confident and reliant on, you know. And Perez didn't buy in players, I know exactly. I've been lately disliking Perez just for some of the stuff he's been doing recently. I think it was an absolute mistake to sell Modric. Because Modric did extend his contract before he was released. So yeah, absolute mistake by Florentino. I don't know why he decided in the end to do that, because you need a legacy player in the midfield, I think, to just provide captaincy and quality. And you can see that's what he does for AC Milan. That's why they're top of the table now. He provides that legacy captaincy that they require. That's something that is missing from the current squad. And, you know, now with Tony leaving and then Modric leaving, it's really just made the squad lackluster. Don Carlo, imagine Kane. That would actually be crazy. Perez won Mbappe, yeah, for the shirt sales. I mean, Mbappe would be a good choice. It's just that you already have 3 left wingers at that point. So, like, or 2 left wingers. Why get another one? But, you know, I like Kelly and I'm happy that he's performing currently at the club. Water break is almost over here. Can't really blame Perez, though. All the Madrid fans always request Perez to buy Mbappe. It was always Mbappe. Yeah, exactly. You're so frustrated that you'll never see Madrid win back-to-back leagues in your lifetime, even though you know they won in late 2000s. But it was not shown in TV in the US at the time. I mean, maybe we could win back-to-back leagues. It's, you know, it's definitely possible. But I feel like it's going to be a very big challenge. So, yeah. Never say never. Never say never. Exactly. It's going to happen in the future, right?
Yeah.
Especially with Arda performing now.
Still, maybe this year might be one. Honestly.
You know what I was thinking, right? If Wirtz joined Real Madrid and we gave them, like, I don't know, like Ceballos, just give Liverpool Ceballos some money. Because I think Florian Wirtz would fit under Xabi Alonso's system like he used to. And maybe he'll start performing.
I think we need to wait till he starts performing, though, first. Because he hasn't been in the best form. People have called him the ghost, even.
They call him 007. Because he's got 0 stats. Yeah, hopefully he does perform, Florian, because I really like him.
I think he will. He might get back to his prime Leverkusen season, the undefeated one. And he was basically their main player then, so... if he gets back to that form, then he'll surely be a top-class player. Yeah.
Also, that was a good ball won there by Ayman. He just gets the tackle on. Inigo Martinez, also nice defending with the headers away to clear the ball from the back line. He is doing a very good job, Inigo Martinez, today in this game once again. You know, starting every game for Al Nassr. It's required, basically, from him. And he won. Kane and Perez gave him Joselu, and look what happened. He won the CL with Joselu. I know. That's what happens when you have a natural striker, isn't it? Yeah. It will happen as soon as Hansi leaves Barca. I don't know if Hansi's actually going to leave Barca in quite a long stretch. I feel like Hansi Flick's going to stay there for maybe 5-6 years. That is an insanely good through ball there by Zawraa, and it's an insanely bad finish by Ibrahim. He should have really finished that one. That was very lackluster. Very, very lackluster.
By the way, I'm changing my predicted scoreline to 2-0 for Al Nassr.
2-0, yeah. They're not actually doing a good job here, Al Nassr. The offside trap actually worked. Inigo Martinez did another offside trap there.
Yeah, I do see us getting a clean sheet this match. I do see that because Inigo Martinez, a very solid defender. 4
offsides for them in 36 minutes. I mean, that is crazy. And the fact that Inigo is telling the other defenders to go in front of him, so he's the last man, so then he can perform the offside traps. That's what I like. He's telling them where to position it. It's really successful.
Also, Al Amri's been performing, honestly. This might give him a spot in maybe a usual substitute, a rotational player for the team. I think that's what he's hoping for.
Especially if we get a foreign fullback, then maybe he'll be a starter. That also looks like a penalty on Mane as well. Ayman also gets fouled. Coman with it still. He's going to dribble past a couple. I'm going to read the comments in 1 second. Brozovic. Now over to Bushal. That was definitely what looked like a foul on Mane. I can't believe that since I don't think there's VAR, they can't check that. Mane now over to Angelo. He's going to play it through here. Now back to Mane. Here we go. Come on, just make a chance. That's a corner. Okay, I'm going to read it up. And hi, the last avatar. How do you watch the match? Do you have the link for it? You have to watch on BN Sports, the official provider. It does cost money, all of the ways to watch the match, unfortunately, but that is, supporting Al Nassr. So, by purchasing a way to watch it, you are supporting the club directly. Nassr needs money for those transfers. Also, hope you're having a nice day. And I hope we get to see it, but you don't know how Madrid has gone 20 years without winning back-to-back leagues. It's like Barca with the Champions League. I mean, I think if we get a couple more performing players, we get a couple more form, happening, I do think it's going to be possible, but especially with Mbappe leading the team now. I think if the team's shaped more around him, then it will be successful, just like back in the day with Cristiano,
Also, by the way, the refs called a foul there whilst we were on an attack, even though Naif actually didn't touch Ibrahim there.
Yeah, that was kind of strange. I don't know what the refs actually been doing this game. Very atrocious refereeing. And you think Bayern might win the CL. I mean, that is a fair prediction, especially with Harry Kane's current performance. Though I'm having hopes that we do win it, because we have got 2 wins so far. Definitely a better start than last season, if you guys can remember that atrociousness where we got to the playoffs and we had to do that sort of goofiness. I mean, it's not the worst, because we did end up winning the playoffs fairly confidently, but, I mean, we should have really been able to get to the round of 16 immediately, have to skip that, useless bunch of matches. And thanks, you do support, but you went to watch it in your iPad. Oh, I see, you're Saudi, so you can find any reliable channels or apps. Oh, okay, yeah. I'm, living in Saudi too. I've been living here 9 years, so W's. That you're from Saudi, that's actually clutch. Personally, just watch it off. I'm watching off BN Sports. I know that they block the link here sometimes, so that's why I have to use sometimes a VPN just to evade that, so I can actually load up the website and then watch it off there. But yeah, I'm not allowed to promote illegal stuff, guys. So yeah, I'm not going to be saying about that. And yeah, W's to you as well, last avatar. I appreciate you for being on here, And Vamos Nassr has got this scarf. Nassr fans, honestly, the best fans. If you guys ever go to the stadiums, I mean, I got this, literally, they gave it to me. In the stands, the Ultra fans gave it to me. I mean, that's actually mad. Dynamite's also got one. I don't know where yours is, though. I think you, sleep with it or something. But, yeah, honestly, such good stadium atmosphere, such good fans. I mean, there's some here already in the stands here as well. I should have wore the away kit, bro. I should have wore the away kit. 2 goofballs actually voted for Zawraa. They probably just came on, Zawraa fans voting up for their club. We're not going to lose to this team. There's no way with our current form. Hopefully I didn't jinx it there. Bushal sends the cross in. Good touch by Koeman. He has actually taken the ball off. And it's going to be now a deep run by Ibrahim trying to find that. And good marking by Al Amri. It's going to be thrown now for Nassr. And W's the last avatar for subscribing. W's. Let's go. And yeah, appreciate it so much.
Ronaldo gets 1 headlock.
No, don't give Ronaldo. Stop. Okay. And famous last words. Yeah, every time I've jinxed the match. This is a good run by Ayman. It's going to be headed away by the goalkeeper, Hassan. He's out of the box. Mane, just take the shot. He did not. Mane's still skilling in. I don't know why Mane didn't shoot, though. Ayman. How did we not score a goal there? The goalkeeper is about 20 meters out of the box, bro. Eniel Martinez trying to get rid of the ball. He does do a pretty poor header. Luckily, all our defenders are back, so that's fine. Bushal sending the ball deep. Come on, a goal before halftime. Please give it to us, Nassr. Please.
Ayman gives it away. Now it's with Nassib. Over to Ismail.
I honestly think it was a mistake playing Ayman instead of Garib. I think Garib was just on such phenomenal form in the cup games that it was kind of, not great to play him, because I think he just is so good with playmaking. He would have helped out in the areas where we need to playmake, because currently we just got a bunch of players that are not the most on playmaking terms. There's Angelo, there's Mane, but I mean, besides them, most of them are just going to run up the field, skill a little bit, and then pass it in or shoot. So that's why I do feel like we need Garib on this field. If we have a look at the subs as well, Hassan might actually be a good shout to bring on too, instead of maybe later into the game Sultan. Just if we play a back three with Bushal, Inigo Martinez, and El Amri, I think they're doing a good job. And then Hassan can play, you know, alongside them, sort of a bit higher up the field. Sorry, alongside Brozovic and Angelo, should I say. I do think that Brozovic can also contribute, make it almost like a back four with El Amri playing right back. I think that's sort of what is going to be useful for us, because he does like rotating in there, Brozovic.
Also, I do see Ayman getting subbed off in the second half, because he's been good this game, but I think we need a more attacking player, like you said, Garib, or even
controlling player, like
someone like Kamara. I think even
because we don't have currently on the field here. We got Felix more so of an AM, and then Mane more so again of an AM. He's not really a striker type. I think that Kamara, he hasn't really got to show himself just yet. Moran's also on the bench. He usually comes up clutch in the the end points of a game, so maybe he'll get subbed on. I do think Harun Kamara will come on, though, maybe to prove himself once again in this cup game. We'll have to wait and see. Hopefully he does, eventually get a goal, because I want him to get into some form, because we need a strong bench, especially for when we do versus Halal. We need as strong bench as possible. That was a deep cross. It looked like a little bit of a foul, actually, on Bushal, but it's going to be played on. And it looks like the goalkeeper, Hassan, just absolutely sends that down the field. Good header by Inigo Martinez to Brozovic. Yeah, this is definitely going to be now a 3-0 or more. So Koeman controls outside the box. Going to play it over to Mane. I think this is going to be a goal here. And it looks like that the ball has just gone a little bit too wide for Mane. He's trying to control it up. And it goes out for a corner. Yeah, I think it's a corner. That was a little bit too wide. Unfortunate there for Mane. Let's have a look. That was good play by Koeman. See the switch up? That is good switch up play.
Yeah, it's a corner.
Yeah.
I do think we might score from this corner. I do expect Brozovic to cross it in. And I think we might find Inigo on the end of this.
Yeah. Also, as you guys know, the Champions League fixture has just begun for PSG versus Barcelona. It's about to begin. So at halftime, which is in about, 2 minutes, we will switch over to that stream, guys. So make sure to have that stream open already. If you're on PC, have it as an extra tab on the side, because we will cover Nassr for the rest of the game on that stream, along with PSG versus Barcelona, which is going to be a very good fixture. So yeah, it's also going to be a deep header away from the ball. Ayman's trying to collect this. Mane.
I would say that's onside. Now it's cleared away by...
Yeah.
I'm not sure who that was.
Yeah, Mane just unsuccessful with the cross again. We need a really... I feel like that we do need a more definitive striker in the box this game, because no one's reaching these crosses. Bushal. Now back to Sultan. That's something where, when Cristiano does play, he's more definitive striker. He's definitely in the box for those sorts of things. Without his presence, that's not going to be the case. So that's why I think Kamara would be a good shout. Mane, now with it. Good pass by João Felix. Does miss the touch there, João. Good pressure from Koeman as well. And it's going to be cleared away by Zawraa. Heavy pressure from Bushal too. And Brozovic might get this tackle in. He does an amazing slide tackle there, Brozo. And it's going to be a throw-in for Zawraa. 3 minutes remain on this one. And again, I'll put the link into the chat here for the live stream, guys. So if you jump over to this one, if you're playing on PC, sorry, not playing, if you're watching on PC, jump over to this one and have it open on the side, because we will switch over to here in 2 minutes since the Champions League matches are beginning. Hopefully there's no early goals. I'm assuming there's not going to be. But yeah, let's just hope. W's. Smash. Make sure to smash like and sub if you haven't already as well. A lot of Real Madrid shirts in the crowd as well. Probably all Cristiano shirts, I assume. I wish we got like a Real Madrid reunion at El Nassr with one of the former Madrid players. I want to see Modric so bad come to El Nassr in the transfer window before he was announced to go into AC Milan, Originally I thought he was staying at Madrid, but Yeah, then he said he was leaving because Perez like terminated the contract, and then he went to Milan. So I mean, fair enough. I just think that it would have been so cool to see them play again together. I heard there was rumors as well of Ramos joining, but it never formed. I think that with our defense now, we don't really need Ramos, but it would have been cool to see maybe him and CR7 link up again. Now imagine if he performed with the Niho at the back line. And PSG versus Barca, more important. I mean, not really in terms of who I support, because I don't support either of those teams. But as I said, Kelvin, we will switch over to them at halftime here, because I did have a stream up on there. It's going to be Bouchal. Plus PSG's missing like half their team, so Barca's going to wipe the floor with them, unfortunately. And deep shot by Yao that absolutely went to space. And that's going to be a goal kick here for Zawraa. Again, it doesn't look like we're actually going to score here before the halftime. 0-0 going into the half. This is actually probably our worst scoreline, I think, before a halftime.
Yeah.
I don't know. Have we had any others where we've gone in 0-0? I think 1-0 is the lowest we've been in. So yeah, this is the first, draw we've had at halftime.
Let me check all of our matches so far, and I want to see, compared to this one, right?
Oh, I forgot to read you a comment there, Sherry. What's my favorite pizza topping? I love meat pizzas. They're so good. I love, all the meat on the pizza. It's, absolutely delicious, especially like pepperoni, is like beef, little bits and stuff. And that is halftime. Yeah, the referees just called it here. And it's going to be a drawed half, unfortunately, for Nassr. And welcome, Michael, just in time as we switch over to the stream here. So, guys, click on this link. Join up on that stream. We are starting the Barca versus PSG match, and I'll see you guys there. Yeah, I'm already going to get the scoreboard up for that one.
By the way, I just checked. Our worst score at halftime is against El Khaloud. It was 0-0 at halftime.
Oh, so
but then
okay.
we went 2-0 to full time.
Okay. We'll see you guys there. Make sure to click up on that link, guys. Once again, click up on it, because we are moving over there. And yeah, see you in about 10 seconds, 20 seconds. Let's go.